Live from Wrestling911.com headquarters, I'm your host, Snowman Mother Truckin' Jones. Today we're going to discuss all the things that are in our December 2012 edition of 911 Wrestling's Webzine, which you can go to 911wrestling.com. Scroll to the bottom of the page and you'll see where you can download the whole PDF file of our magazine. Hopefully available in stores soon. But we got a lot of big things to cover. IPW Hardcore in St. Pete had a live event. Masumi Max, gorgeous girl, agreed to be our page 5 girl. She's a fetish model. We've got Paul Orndorff, not Porn Orndorff. Paul Orndorff, what he's up to in 2012. Rob Van Dam, we've got Awesome Kong is in the issue. We saw her in her return match to wrestling after her pregnancy. She went under the name Karma in the WWE. And Christina Crawford's tryout in TNA, you remember her from Tough Enough, and her sister is Alicia Fox in the WWE. We also have features on Dave Bautista, April Hunter, Scott Steiner, and La Rosa Negra, one of the hottest indie female wrestling stars. She's out of South Florida. Also, I guess I would be remiss if I didn't mention that there's a special Diva section in the magazine. Covers Brooke Hogan, April Hunter, Daphne. Go ahead and check out 911wrestling.com. Scroll to the bottom of the page. Download the latest edition. So I guess first off, obviously you can become a sponsor. $50 a month will get you a half-page ad and some coverage in the magazine. We always try to deliver more than we promise. It's better than under-delivering. So $50, half-page ad. You'll get coverage on 911wrestling.com. We'll hook you up for sure. So shoot us an email. First article is about IPW Hardcore's return to action. They had Dudley, the original Dudley boy. They had Blue Meanie, Jasmine St. Clair back in the day. They had a lot of cool people. Haystacks, Calhoun Jr., Abdullah the Butcher, the Shane Brothers, Ron Nemi, the Pitbulls, Phoenix Black. All sorts of great names have come through this organization. They certainly, 5-10 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, were the hottest thing in Florida wrestling. They went underground for a while. They got quiet for a while. Ron Nemi brought this thing back. I don't know if that's kayfabe or not, but Ron's put together a show in early December, and from what I heard, the thing went off just amazing. It was December 1st, and I think I saw the New Heavenly Bodies there. I saw Pete Cannon. I saw Star Stevens was supposed to be on the card. Shannon Rose, Jet Jaguar, all sorts of big names. Neftali, all sorts of folks were out there. Rod Steele, I know I saw the Gargoyle and the Pain Lord from lordsofpain.net, which is frankly one of the biggest wrestling sites on the planet today. We're all there. So, folks, if IPW does another show, make the trip, go out, see that show, because it's a phenomenal group. Then we had Masumi Max as our page 5 girl. She's from IamTrouble.com. Really good looking girl. I believe she's Korean and German descent. Does a lot of photography. I originally got introduced to her through my photography exploits. She was in a magazine called Bazaar, which is a British magazine. It's kind of a tabloid. She's a good-looking girl. Check her out. Check out her website, IamTrouble.com. We did an interesting article called Separated at Birth. It was to point out the obvious, controversial topic. The WWE, for quite a while, was calling Mark Henry the Silverback. In fact, he was calling himself that. Silverback being a 800-pound-ish adult male gorilla. Now, certainly calling a large black man a gorilla can get your ass beat. It certainly can be perceived as racist. But what is it when the WWE and the gentleman himself calls himself that? You know, can fans then call him that if they start teasing him about being a gorilla? Is that wrong? So anyway, we put the two pictures side by side, said separated at birth, question mark. What do you guys think? Leave your comments on 911.com or on the Facebook page. We heard a few from guys like Lou Spector, who is a wrestling historian, if you will, in the state of Florida. Give us your 2 cents. Also, talked a little bit, we got a some quotes from Blue Meanie. Talks about working with JBL and Jerry Lawler and things of the sort. If you remember, Jerry Lawler invaded ECW at the height of ECW, representing WWE. Really almost got lynched by the Philadelphia crowds. Blue Meanie comes back and says that, you know what, working with Jerry Lawler was nothing but professional, even though, you know, he put on this image that ECW was extremely crappy wrestling. He called them a bunch of midgets working in a bingo hall. To their faces, Blue Meanie says Jerry Lawler was a stand-up guy. We did an issue of the 10s, which extends from our 911 Wrestling column on the Florida section. This one was about The Undertaker, and it's just 10 interesting facts about The Undertaker. Like, for example, he's currently the most tenured performer in the WWE. That's on-screen performer, and he has 22 years experience, really without a break from the company. You know, Shawn Michaels has been around for a while, but he took a 5-10 year break. He was introduced by Vince McMahon, by Hulk Hogan. His first WWF World Heavyweight Championship reign made him the youngest WWF champion in history. That record was then broken by Yokozuna, and The Rock, and Randy Orton, and probably a dozen other guys. We do talk about Paul Orndorff. He was diagnosed with cancer in January 2011. In August 2011, he was cancer-free, back in his home. We have congratulations to Kahagas when the issue came out. He had just won the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. He was holding 3 heavyweight championships at the time, as far as I know, including FUW and the North American NWA Championship. We do talk a little bit about our friend Baby Doll. If you remember her from way back in the day, WCCW. She worked with Ric Flair, Buddy Rogers, Larry Zbyszko. If you read the article, you can find out what she's doing today. We also give you a blast from the past, and we talk about Sin Bodhi, the 7-foot Titan, Angel Williams, Angelina Love, the 600-700 pound Rick Roberts. We give you an article, some great pictorials of those folks, which include Edge, who, not everyone knows this, but Sin Bodhi and Edge are very good friends. They hang out quite a bit. They're both from Canada and got started wrestling together. Snowman Jones writes a little article about, what is it? My brain is, oh yeah, I get hit in the head too many times. Concussions, a concussion article about wrestling's dirty little secret. It's about concussions. We talk about Brass Body, that is Dave Bautista, and his role in both movies and in MMA. Again, like I said, Alicia Fox, her tryout with TNA went very well. As far as I know, she wasn't offered a contract. She really is a pretty girl. Like, she's got a cute little voice. She is a nice demeanor. I've run into her once or twice. Nice lady. Jamie Dobson gives a full, detailed interview of the Stimulus Sam Shaw. Sam is currently working in TNA. I'm not sure. He's probably a not a contracted individual. It's a pay-per appearance, but he's up-and-coming star in indie wrestling today. We've got Big Papa Pump suing Jeff Hardy for $750,000 and alleging that Jeff Hardy worked intoxicated, and TNA allowed it to happen, so he's actually suing TNA. Rob Van Dam talks a little bit about, you know, what happened to his career when he got pulled over in Ohio possessing 18 grams of a controlled substance. It resulted in suspension, loss of titles, definitely knocked him down a bit, which is unfortunate for Rob. He's a heck of an athlete, has avoided injury. And then we have the Diva section. Got pictures of Velvet Sky, Miss Tessmacher, Brooke Hogan, and NWA Bombshells. Boy, December 15th, there's a big show coming up. Don't you dare miss that one. It includes La Rosa Negra, who, take a look at her, folks. She's a gorgeous lady who can work her ass off. A bunch of articles on the Divas. We got Santana. We've got Leva Bates. We've got WXW's Kimberly, Daphne. We've got photos from Shine's event. And, no kidding, an interview, or at least a story about April Hunter that we worked with her directly to write. So folks, go to 911wrestling.com, check out the latest webzine, and download it, keep it for posterity, print it out, get it signed by your favorite superstars. I'm your host, No Man Jones. We're out of here.